Okay, I just wanted to take a look at this and try to make some improvements. Um, so you've got everything still split in half, so I'm going to just delete half of it off and then try to kind of clean up one side of it and then mirror it back again. Um, so I kind of want to get everything centered here, and on the ground that's pretty close. Um, and yeah, I'll go through this process of mirroring these pieces. So um, I'm going to right mouse click, go to edge, double click on this edge to select that edge. I don't want the neck bottom part, so I'll hold down Control and click and drag and deselect that. And then I want to turn these into vertices, not edges, the selection. And to do that, I can do select, convert selection to vertices, or use Control F9. And I want these exactly along the center line. So if I go up here and actually click on this little guy right there, see that expands that area, and then click on this and make sure it's set to absolute transform. I think this is the Z direction because the way you built it. I'm going to put 0 in Z. That's a little bit off. Let's just check. Yeah, before I do that, let's move this closer to the center. Okay, and then I'm just going to go back to vertex. Those are still selected. You can see they're the ones along the center line. And then once again, 0 and Z, enter. I knew that was Z because um, yellow is the currently selected one, but it's X, Y, Z, R, G, B as in red, green, blue, and this is blue, so it's Z. So I know that's along the center line now, and I think I'm going to want to move this up here and just make sure these are flat. A cool way to make these sure these are flat is scale and then just scale down like that, and if they're, it'll put them along a straight line. Um, yeah, I don't like the way this all comes to a point here, so I'm gonna delete out these faces. I just right mouse click, choose face, and then marquee select and delete. And yeah, there's some funny business going on here because I don't know why there's that. Okay. Um, Maybe I'll kind of spread this out a little bit because I don't like the way that was pinched there. Kind of even these out some. Um, okay, I might try to decide if I want to mirror the head first and then attach this up, or attach it up first and then mirror it. I think I'll mirror the head first. So I'm going to make sure the pivot points along the center. I can hold down D and V as in Victor at the same time and middle mouse drag, and it'll snap to a point, and now it's at that bottom of the neck along the center line. I'm going to do Shift right mouse click. That won't give me mirror. Well, let's go to Mesh Mirror options. It's really important to set these options right. So in this case, it's across the Z axis. This is Z here. Whoops, don't want that selected. So mirror across Z, and this is, see the little blue Z is pointed that way, so this is the positive side, so we want to mirror in the negative direction, which is the minus here. You see a minus and a plus there. And we do want to merge border vertices. I want a custom merge threshold of 0.001, which means it'll only merge vertices that are exactly on top of each other, pretty much. And that didn't work. So I'm not sure why. For a couple things we can try is to delete history, edit delete by type history, and then freeze transformation, modify freeze transformation, which will put all these back to 0 and scale 1. And I can try that again. mesh, mirror. I don't know why it's not working right. So the manual way to do this now is to duplicate it. So edit, duplicate, and then scale a -1 across the z-axis like that. And then select these two and do mesh combine. And then convert to vertex selection. So right now it's an object selection. If I do Control F9, that converts to vertices, and I'll do edit mesh, merge, and in the options again make sure I'm at 0.001, so it just merges the vertices along the top. Because what reason I'm doing this is if you look right now, it's got a seam there that tears open. But if I have all these selected and merge, then see how I select that and it doesn't tear open? And if I do 3 and hit 3 on the keyboard, and it'll get smooth. It shows that there's not a seam there. The bottom of this edge here, I might try to round out. I like this circularize button right here. And maybe do that to this as well. So it's a little rounder there. Okay. Now for this, let's take this edge. I'll select this edge, shift, double click on. Oh, it doesn't want to do that. Alright, so I'm just going to select all these edges. Shift, right mouse click, extrude edge. Just pull that up. Click on this guy. And if I hold down D for, doesn't want to, let me convert to vertex selection, R for scale, and then hold down D, I can move this here. So when I scale these in, R scale in, it moves towards that point a little bit more. And let's convert that to edges. Select, convert selection to edges. That's Control F10. Oh, I picked all those. I just wanted the top ones actually. Just holding down Control and cycling. So let's extrude again. Shift right mouse click, extrude edge, and kind of just move those up. I don't like how it's sort of pinching that there. So I might move some of these edges. Like I'll take this edge and this edge. Shift right mouse click, slide edge tool, and just middle mouse drag these edges around a little bit to even that out some. So slide edge moves the edge while trying to maintain the shape of the overall surface. Okay. Maybe one more. I just click select one, shift double clicked on that one at the other end, extrude again. Okay, so it's very uneven here. So I'm going to take these edges, but not the ones on top, just the one along the center line. And then we're going to want to get those centered. Yeah, they're way off. Oop, we don't want these bottom ones either. Just holding down Control and selecting those. So convert to vertex, Control F9, and again 0 in the Z direction, 0, enter. Okay. And not real happy with the shape of this, but let's I might mirror it first and then adjust the shape afterwards. And I see this arm as part of this right now, so maybe it's better to fix that first. So I'm not real happy with this arm, so I'm gonna delete these faces off there, and see, this is a four-sided, and this is, oh, there's a bunch of extra little faces in there. Yeah, let's go ahead and just delete that. Okay, good. Alright, well that's, I'm just trying to clean this up some. So that more. I might take this and double click. Oh, won't let me double click. Just scale these flat. Don't know why that edge is there. I'm gonna shift right mouse click, delete edge. Ooh, why didn't that work? Let's try that again. Something's funny. Oh, there's just a weird couple of faces. I just deleted out a few faces. So what I'll do now is to fix that. It's just select edge, shift right mouse click, fill hole. Then I'll put this cut back there. Control Shift X will give me the multi-cut tool, and I'll click here, here, enter. Okay, so that's normal again. I can delete out this face. And oh, that is not four-sided like I thought it was because of this. So oh, there's some extra faces here. This is a little bit messed up. Sometimes if you do mesh cleanup, it'll get rid of those. Mesh cleanup. Oh, I meant to do with the options. Turn on lamina, non-manifold, edges with zero length, faces with zero geometry, hit cleanup. See if it got rid of those extra. It did, I think. Okay. I might round out this hole here with the circular eyes thing. Twist it a little bit to maybe scale that up some. Okay. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So if that's 6, it'd be great if this was 6 as well. Let's get rid of this edge, shift right mouse click, delete edge. And I might do take these guys and kind of let's try running cleanup on this surface as well. Mesh cleanup. Okay, let's just try to delete these vertices. Shift right mouse, delete vertex. Okay, that's good. And I'm just trying to get a bit of a messy surface so to get a better shape here. Okay, and so to get the right number of edges, I'll just do Control Shift X and hold down the Control key, and that's Control Shift X is the multi-cut tool, and the Control key will give me a new edge loop here, and then I'll do here, and then I'll take this right mouse click edge, double click for this hole here, circularize that, twist to straighten it out. Great. And so now I have a nice thing to put these two together. So now I'll combine these two, mesh, combine. So it's considered one. Even though there's a gap, it's still considered the same surface now. And then I might scale this hole up a little bit. Just right mouse click, or double clicks, and then scale. Okay. And then I'm going to shift double click here to select that edge, and then shift right mouse click, bridge, and add some divisions here so I can get some detail in the shape. Like for example, I could take this edge and scale it up a bit, and maybe this one a little bit, and maybe, anyways, you have the power to adjust. So that's starting to look a lot cleaner. And I can try mirroring this. I didn't have much luck the last time. I'm going to hold down, did I ever center these along the center line? I think I did. Yeah. Convert, I might take these ones along the bottom and do that same trick, scale to flatten them out. There we go. And take these, Control select, Okay, Control F9. Oh yeah, we already did this part. Just make that 0. Whoops. Is that not? That's an absolute transform. Why was that? I'm not sure what happened. I might have had it in the scale mode instead of the move mode, because this responds to whatever, scale, rotate, or move you're in. Alright, let's see if the mirror thing's going to work. Mesh, mirror. I don't think it's going to work. Wait, is it? Oh, I didn't move the pivot point. Hold on, D and V, middle mouse drag. Okay, mesh, mirror. No, I don't know. Alright, so we'll do it the manual way. First I'm going to delete history, edit, delete by type, history. Then, oh, transformation's already frozen, so now let's duplicate it, Control D for duplicate, scale -1 in the Z direction, shift select this one, mesh, combine, Control F9 to convert to vertices, and then edit mesh, merge, and we've already set the threshold to 0.001. Merge. Okay. So that's together. Now, probably want to take this edge, here, scale this in. Let's get that sort of closer to the neck. I might circularize that one. Scale that in a little bit. And let's see, if I go display, heads up display, poly count, we can 88 edges. Just going to convert to vertices. It says 22 vertices. I don't know why it says 88 edges. And then this is Control F9. So 18. So this is 18, and this one has 22. So I think what we want to do is get rid of a few edges. I think there's some extra in the front we can get rid of. So let's get rid of, say, this one and this one. Shift right mouse click, delete edge, and again Control F9 to convert there. We've got 20. I think we need 2 more. Should move forward. Whoops, I've got some kind of snap on. Oh no, what just happened? I don't know, I just undid that. Might be a good time to save. Yeah, so delete 2 more. Maybe these 2. This one, that one. Shift right mouse click, delete edge. Okay. I might take this edge loop, shift right mouse click, slide edge, just drag there, something like that. These 2 could probably come down a bit. Okay, just trying to even those out a little bit. Alright, so this is now 18, and this I'll just shift double click on its neighbor. 18, great. So now I can combine these 2, so right mouse click object mode, mesh, combine, and right mouse click edge, take this edge, shift double click on this edge, and edit mesh, or mesh, is it? I want bridge right here. Okay. Not really happy with how that came out. Let's edit this surface. Let's see if I can turn mirroring on. So W, symmetry, symmetry. Nope. I'm going to undo back to before I combine these. Undo. There we go. Okay, so this is before I combined it. So kind of symmetry would be on the. So turn on. I'm just oh yeah, sorry. I'm holding on W, clicking symmetry, and then going to symmetry. You can also double click on the move tool and under symmetry settings, you can turn this. We want object Z in this case. And yeah, good. So now shift right mouse click, slide edge tool. Let's even this out some. I'm just, so now with symmetry on, if I do one side, it'll do both. Okay, just trying to even out the topology. Okay. Doesn't really explain why that bridge was looking so bad. Let me try running circular eyes on this again. Maybe I'll put a little bit more of a gap between these two. Whoops. I have this point snapping on it with that off. Okay. Alright, let's select these two objects. Whoops. Object. Mesh combine. Shift right mouse click. Bridge. Oh, that's better. Oh, okay, great. So one nice seamless surface there. I'm noticing a little issue with the hand. Something looks funny there when I... Oh, there's some weird little edge here. Did select it on both sides? It did. See, it selected on the other side for me because I still have symmetry on. I deleted that off. And okay. And then now, similarly, the legs, just do the same kind of techniques. Might just move these down a little bit. And see what's happening here. Spread this out a bit. Okay. And let's get these. I just want these to be along the center line again. 0 in the Z direction. What? That's very strange. I'll just scale these flatter. Oh, I know why that's being weird. It's because I have symmetry on. So I'm just going to double click here and hit reset. And then now type 0 here. No. What? Okay, another trick is if I have these selected and I select just this Z, that arrow, if I snap in the grid here, see if I hold down X to snap in the grid while that's selected, oops, that one, it will just snap. But it does it as a group. I don't know why that's not centering. That's very strange. So let's do it one at a time. Again, just the Z and then just snap that to the grid. I don't know. This is unusual. Whoops. Hold down X. I'm just middle mouse dragging and put those exactly along that center line. Okay. Normally I don't have to do that. I don't know why that happened. Okay, and then again, let's delete history, edit, delete by type history, freeze transformation, and Control D for duplicate, scale -1, select both. Oh, I didn't put the pivot at the center. Okay, So hold down D and V, middle mouse, D and V, middle mouse drag, snap it to the center. Now Control D for duplicate, scale -1 in the Z direction. Select both, mesh combine. Control F9 to convert to vertices. Edit mesh, merge. We already have the. Okay, that looks good. And let's see, this. Select this edge here, and that is saying Control F9 to convert to vertices. It's saying 18. I think this is going to be less than 18. I'll select that. Shift double click there. 12. So we might want to add some edges to this just so they're the same, so we can have a seamless surface. So let's turn back on symmetry. We can do that here. Double click on the move tool. Symmetry settings, object C. Oh, looks like it is on now. Okay. Control Shift X for the multi-cut tool, and we were at 12, so that should be 14, 16, 18, and yep. And then maybe I'll circularize this. I don't like the way it twists it. Because that's imperfect. No. Oh. I wonder if I have symmetry off of that has anything to do with that. Double click, reset, circularize. No, it's just not very smart. The thing is, I'd rather it be absolutely perfectly symmetrical rather than me eyeballing it. The way to do that is just to repeat those steps. So turn off symmetry, double click here, reset, delete half of this. It doesn't matter which side. Do you still have symmetry on? Oh, I do. Okay. And then grab these edges, deselect those, control select those, control F9, and oh, is this not going to work again? We had that weird problem before. Oh, now it's working. And then again, repeat those steps, delete by type history, put the pivot point at the center, D and V, middle mouse drag to snap it to that exact center bit. Control D for duplicate, scale -1 in the Z direction, select both, mesh, combine, Control F9 to convert to vertices, edit mesh, merge. And now it's seamless, and the top is the same number of edges. Maybe we can scale this up. Double click here, R for scale, scale that up, and just get that a little closer. Whoops, accidentally turned on that snapping. Something like that, and then now select these two objects, mesh, combine, select the edge here, double click on that edge, shift double click on this one, shift right mouse click, bridge. So yeah, now it's pretty seamless body, and it's kind of a sound surface to work with. So I'm going to save that, and yeah, there you go. Some improvements you can make.